We have a USC recruit, and we are now talking to tight end recruit for USC, Lake McRee. What's going on, Mr. McRee?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. I was happy because Jillian actually told me we've been interviewing so many different recruits around, in top 100 recruits from 2021 and 2022, and a lot of them are tight ends. And it's amazing, hearing the sizes of some of these guys. Some of them are 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", 230 pounds, could run a 40 and 4'7", 4'8". It's ridiculous. So my question for you first is, how are you and your family doing with this pandemic?
We're doing good. I mean, it almost feels like it's reality at this point with how long it's been going on, but we're hanging on and staying safe.
Well, and how about you doing this whole Zoom recruitment? I mean, to me, talking to a lot of these different recruits, and it's not easy because when I was recruited as a hockey player, I went to college to talk to the coaches, interview with the coaches, them come to me, sit down with me and my family, have conversations about why I should go to their school, the academics, all that different crazy crap. So how is it different now doing your recruitment and over Zoom? What is the difference between going over there or talking to the coaches face to face or doing it on Zoom?
Well, I mean, I think the most obvious one is you can't see the campus firsthand if you've never been there. So they kind of just have to show you everything virtually. I've been on many virtual tours this past couple of months before I ended up making my decision. So I think that's really a big one is you don't get to see the facilities. You don't get to see kind of where it is, what's around it, and kind of the entire environment. So I think that was something that really affected me and made my decision a little bit harder. But you also don't know how much the coaches are really into you, and you can really tell in person by their body language and how many coaches are really trying to come up and introduce themselves to you and how much you actually mean to them. So those are two things that you have to look over because of all the Zoom stuff, because it's a whole nother world.
Was there anything specific about Coach Clay Helton that really swayed you to pick USC over some of the other schools you were recruited by, including Texas, including Alabama, Arizona State, or some of the other ones too? Was there anything specific with Helton?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just Coach Helton. I mean, with such a big decision, there's so many moving factors like location, education, and then just the football program. So, I mean, I feel like the coaching staff at USC really took their time. They would get me on a Zoom call 2 or 3 times a week and just break down film, how I'd fit in the offense and how the offense really worked. And that was actually really helpful for me to see, because I could see it was really similar to the Lake Travis style of offense, which is where I go to high school now. So that was really cool for me to see. So it was Coach Helton and their entire coaching staff just really making it easy for me.
As you guys know, we are talking to USC tight end recruit Lake McRee. Now, Lake, first of all, that's a unique name. I mean, obviously you were named after a lake, right? Am I right?
I don't really know where that name came from, but my dad was a pretty big water skier, so I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Was he a professional water skier?
I'll say, right?
I don't know what a professional water skier is, so I have water skied before. It is actually really, really fun, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
Absolutely. So, Blake, the tight end position is really transformed into a wide receiver position. You guys are the big guys on campus. I mean, now you're looking at tight ends making $70-80 million a year, almost as much as a wide receiver is in the NFL. When you look at the position and really the transition of the position now in college football to the NFL, where do you see your game? What is the strength of your game that really stands out at that position? And is your game does your game fit the NFL style?
Well, I think my game, what my strengths are is being as big as I am, around like 6'5", 225. I can run routes pretty well. So I've been working out with a receiver coach to train me as a receiver, and then I can also block very well. So I think that's my strength, is you can kind of put me anywhere on the field and I'll have success there. And I mean, I do try to model my game after, like, let's say Travis Kelce, George Kittle, those type of guys. So I know I have the potential to have the NFL body type, but I definitely need to fill out a little more and put a little more weight on me.
I can help you with that. You know that I can help you with that. Actually, I'm serious. I work out. I was a semi-pro athlete growing up playing hockey. I was going to be a professional hockey player before I hurt my knee. And after I hurt my knee, I was deep into the gym. Not only boxing and mixed martial arts, I really got deep into the gym. I gained like 70 pounds
Oh
of
wow.
and most of it is muscle, believe it or not. When I graduated from high school, I was 125 pounds, Lake. I was a thin rail. I was a fast hockey player. I could play any position. And when I was getting recruited by New Hampshire. I was recruited by Maine and Niagara. I chose Niagara because I was going to be redshirted on both those teams because usually you don't play until your second year in college hockey.
Right.
So it was really, really hard because if I put on a little bit more size, I think I probably would have went to play junior hockey 1 year, and then I probably would have went in the NHL draft. So the size of you kids, I mean, it's unbelievable. The athletic ability, some of you kids coming out from college, being that you're 6'5", 225 pounds, you run like a cheetah, you jump like a kangaroo. I don't know. I mean, it's unbelievable the athletic ability you kids have. So what is your strength? I mean, everybody's got a strength. Are you good at running routes? You said you're good at running routes. Do you have great hands? Are you fast? Are you a good blocker? Are you good at all those things? And really, you're that next breed of tight end that's going to be going to the NCAA or college football.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have to be. I'm pretty confident, so I think I'm good at all those things. But if there's something that stood out, I think I can jump pretty high because I always played basketball, so working on your vertical was pretty crucial, and I always loved dunking. So I always tried to work on anything that would make my vertical higher. So I think that's something that really stands out.
A white guy that can dunk, ladies and gentlemen. What? I mean, seriously, how many NBA players that are white that can dunk? Not many. So we got one over here. So if football doesn't work out for you, maybe the NBA will.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually good at basketball. I'm just maybe see me in the dunk contest, but that's about it.
You're going to a good school with a good basketball program.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just went number 6 overall too for the Atlanta Hawks.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I want to go back to the recruitment thing because you're from Texas, and Texas and USC have that big rivalry, and with the national championship game back in 05-06. Was there any like strange reactions to family and friends that maybe are Texas Longhorns fans, and were they kind of annoyed that you made that decision over choosing Texas or even choosing Alabama or something like that?
No, I mean, I was originally committed to Texas, as y'all probably know, but I think, I mean, I still have all love for Texas. Texas has been one of my favorite schools growing up, and it's always a school I've looked up to because, hometown college. That's the goal right there. But yeah, I mean, stepping back from that commitment definitely wasn't an overnight thing. It was multiple months talking with my parents, talking with my coaches, and just getting advice from people that had gone through something like this. So I definitely say that they weren't annoyed, and as someone who like really looked into it and saw what I would have got at Texas, I could have I would have done better in other programs. So no, I really don't feel like any of my friends or family was annoyed by the decision, and I hope I have no bad blood with any of the Texas fans because I got all love for them. So.
Oh, stop it. You're going to USC. You have a better chance to succeed in USC. The Texas Longhorns haven't done anything in forever. Let's be honest. I know you're a Longhorn fan, but they haven't done anything. I mean, USC, at least they've played in national title games recently. They're amongst, I would say they're ranked higher right now than the Longhorns. Are they not, Speedy?
Yeah, they're 3-0 right now.
Yeah,
so.
they were last time I checked, because Texas has 3 losses right now. And
yeah, you made the right choice, Lake. You absolutely did, and you have a better chance right now with the coaching over there to succeed and possibly be an NFL player in the future. So I think you made the right choice. As you guys know, we are talking to USC. Yes, not the Longhorns. USC tight end recruit Lake McRee. Listen, I'm a ball buster, Lake. So I know you're a Longhorn fan, but I like taking shots at the Longhorns. I don't know what it is,
right.
But I know Texas. They have the best high school programs in the country. All the great players come from Texas. They really do. It's Texas, over here on the East Coast, it's usually Florida or New Jersey. On the West Coast, they're in weird things, like weird places like Oklahoma and Oregon. They're not in California, and not a lot of good football players come from California. I don't know what it is. They're mainly basketball players that come from California. Then they do a football player. It's the crazy. It's a big state, but it doesn't make any sense. So let me ask you this question. And obviously you were committed to the Longhorns, and then you decided to take it back and go to USC. When you look at college football as a whole, with everything that's going on with COVID-19, and right now they're playing half the games instead of a full slate, and next year where you're going to be a recruit and you're going to have the opportunity to possibly play next year, do you think that the NCAA is going to do the same thing they did this year and kind of cut half the season out, or do you believe that moving forward it would be at the best interest of some of you young players and college football that they play a full season?
I mean, well, I think we've all seen in this year, 2020 is the most unpredictable thing ever. So what I hope and what I believe are two different things. I mean, I hope we get the full season and get all the games, but I really don't know what to believe because our games out here just got postponed as well. So it's just a roller coaster because we weren't supposed to have a season, then we had a season, then it gets cut short. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I just know as long as I'm playing football that it'll be all right.
Which Pac-12 opponent are you most looking forward to facing, and why?
I'd say when I get out there, UCLA, because there's a rivalry between those two being so close and both in California. So I think that game's always hyped up, and that'll be a really fun one to play in.
Well, you're going to be playing a good friend of ours. Yes, we interviewed him, top recruit, Mr. Devin, right, Speedy? He's going to be playing him. He wants to play Devin. So you're going to have the opportunity. He might be guarding you, man. He might be taking you on the field.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know Devin?
What's his last name?
Kirkwood.
I don't think I know him, but is he? He's going to UCLA, I'm guessing.
He was the top 15 recruit this year. He will be playing next year with you. He was the top corner recruit coming out of your class.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice kid, man. Very funny. And he does talk a lot. So I can only imagine what he's going to do to you.
I'll look out for
him. Devin, I'm just kidding, man. As you know. We are talking to USC tight end recruit Lake McRee. Now, Lake, I see that you're a Kobe Bryant fan. Okay, I see the jersey on the wall. I know, it was a lot of stuff that happened this year. A lot of sad things that have happened. It's been probably the worst year for professional sports and really the world. I mean, everything that's going on, it's been absolutely crazy. When you heard Kobe Bryant's death, where were you and how did you mourn it?
I was actually in San Antonio, which is a city out here in Texas. I was out here with my girlfriend and her family, and we were shopping. And my friend called me, and he said that Kobe died because Kobe was both our favorite players. And I was like, I immediately thought he was kidding. I was like, whatever. And I looked it up, and I saw that it was actually true. So, I didn't really know what to do. It took a while for it to actually hit me that he was gone because it just didn't feel real. It didn't feel real for a while. So I was really saddened by that. And it was hard.
Do you have a favorite moment for Kobe Bryant in his playing career, or even just as a person?
Well, I think I can't really say his 81-point game because I wasn't I didn't really know what basketball was and when that happened. So I have to say his last game because I actually got to watch that and witness that and how good that was. So.
Well, you do realize that the team that he played, who did he play the last game? Was it the Nuggets?
The Jazz.
The Jazz. I'm sorry. It was the Jazz. So you do realize that Jazz practically let him shoot anywhere he wanted on the court.
60 points is 60 points.
He shot like 50 times. Yeah. Oh, my God.
They got to win. They got to win. So.
That's true. That's true. And listen, Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he's still not in my top 10. He's still not in my top 10. No.
Oh, my God.
No.